So I'm blessed over here to be in the offline community like this, where I feel that it is equivalent for me to speak about things on marketing, branding, business levels to a 20, 30, 40 people crowd versus, when I'm speaking around the video content on maybe an Instagram reel or maybe a podcast show, which I might be doing, which might be reaching to maybe hundreds, thousands, millions of people. And then I realize, okay, fine, what is the difference between both of these things? How do you stand out? So I believe like everybody sitting over here is already standing out in their business, because of which they are sitting over here. The hanger man, design thinking, so many different aspects which you are thinking. Hanger man, I would be wanting hanger man to literally have a podcast where he's just inviting women and asking in 5 minute show where his question would be, what are you hanging on day-to-day basis on a normal hanger in your wardrobe? That's it, period, end of story. And if he is able to invite 100 women in 1 year, that becomes 100 unique podcast episodes. Isn't that a creative idea which probably a business like Hanger Creation might be not even thinking of, or when he's thinking, he or she might be thinking, then they might be thinking, podcast karu to kya karu main? That's where creative ideas like this makes me, appealing, and that's where I always roam around. So before we start, let me just tell you, how many of you have ever run Facebook ads or Instagram ads? All right, 2 or 3 or 4 people, let's say 10% of the crowd over here. So if you have ever clicked on boost button or promote button on an Instagram page or a Facebook page, please stop doing that, because that is another way of Facebook or Mark Zuckerberg just getting money out of your pocket, जो 10-20 रुपए है आपके पास, out of 100 crores which you might have in your bank. All right. So please stop doing that, because that is not actually running Facebook, Instagram ads. It's like playing poker game, which is a blind folded hand, जहाँ पर आपको मालूम नहीं है whether you'll win the hand or not. So you're blindly just clicking on a button, spending some money in the praying thing that, okay, fine, some leads would come. Second, we would be learning a little bit about the generating leads and sales funnel, which is an actual thing you should be going through. Beat any business out of here. Like whether it is I'm Happiness Project, whether it is design thinking, hanger man, whether it is like the conservative effort which Keshav sir is putting it over here, whether it is wedding experiences, anything business, कोई भी हो, अगर ये funnel करोगे तो बहुत ही बेहतर रहेगा. It will just add up to the things which you are already doing. So 2 myths of meta ads. So Meta is the rebranded name of Facebook. All right. But because we are so used to saying Facebook, 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 we are still saying Facebook ads, Facebook ads, Facebook ads. So wherever it might be mentioned meta ads, just remember it's equivalent to Facebook ads or Instagram ads. So number one myth is you require a lot of money. Facebook as a platform allows you to start your advertisement with $1 a day budget as well. Now, obviously businesses sitting over here might be willing to spend more than that, right? But a lot of people, when they start doing Facebook ads, they're dicey and they want to experiment. And that's where they have this thought that I don't have that much of a budget additional to what I might be doing. Example, a PR, where you might be investing 1.5 lakh rupees just for PR, and you might be wondering, why should I invest 50,000? You can just start with $1, and obviously you won't start with $1, you might start with $5 a day. So that is number one myth. Number two is you should create small targeted audience, because how many of you even know iOS 14 update impact on Facebook ads? Anybody has a clue? No, right? All right, 1 or 2, 3 people. So let me give you a brief about iOS 14 update, which is an operating system update on Apple devices, iPhones. But it also had an impact on reports and sales and leads which a business might be generating through Facebook and Instagram ads. How? जैसे अभी अगर आप Apple devices किसके पास है? iPhones. All right. When you go to an app or when you go to a website somewhere, anywhere, अभी से शायद आपको वो एक pop-up आता होगा that do you want to allow tracking to this website or not, or to this app or not? And you might, most of the times now onwards, might be saying don't allow, because human psychology is such that यार मैं अपना personal data दे रहा हूँ, but you are anyway using internet, so your wife's password is also with Mark Zuckerberg. Just keep that in mind. But human psychology is such that, okay, fine, I don't want to just give my private information. So you say don't allow. Now, because of this global phenomenon of Apple users doing that don't allow, the data is not being tracked properly in Facebook ads. अगर आप run नहीं कर रहे हो, just keep this in mind as a business person, so that if you have your marketing team, you can have this concept in your head and you can ask and question your marketing team in your business that, hey, what are we doing about this iOS 14 update with Facebook ads, right? So that is just the 10,000 feet overview which I wanted to show you. And because of which, now onwards, if you say that earlier, Facebook and Instagram ads, you were targeting people, all right? Literally, if you are doing wedding experiences, then probably you might be just targeting, let's say, parents who might be having kids in the age group of 22 to 30. Maybe they are getting married. So you might have a video ad campaign, a storytelling campaign, an emotional campaign, जो बच्चन साहब करते हैं वो jewelry के लिए, where it's just a wedding thing. So maybe you are running and targeting parents only. But after iOS 14 update, we have been experimenting so much that if you are targeting broad, it is still working. And this is one of the results of a live campaign where we ran an event ticket like this, which was costing 2,000 rupees. And in 5 days, people literally paid 2,000 rupees just through Facebook ads. So if you calculate 2,000 rupees, it's $25, but we were getting customers in 5 days at an average cost of $18.59. Now, this was just 5 days. And if you properly run and structure it 90 days, you can scale it this easily to $5. So after spending $5, if you're able to acquire $25 ticket size, it's a profitable business, right? So try and experiment broader thing as well. So do you think it's too difficult to learn and apply? No, because Digital Pratik is right with you. Now that's a way of me introducing myself. I'm a 33-year-old dude, always smiling and practical, because I believe I am happiness project जैसे हम सबके अंदर भी एक project है जो हमेशा happy रहना चाहता है, but somewhere down the line because of the business and all, we feel that यार fuck up हो गया, ये हो गया, girlfriend ने ना बोल दिया, parent ने ना बोल दिया, college जाना पड़ रहा है. So we don't do such kind of things, but we always should be smiling so that other person can smile as well. I'm the creator of Jor Parivar, which is India's first community-driven NFT project, which is utility-driven and consumer blockchain-centric. I'm also the founder of India's first NFT ticketed IRL event, which happened in Ahmedabad. And I'm so blessed that I threw this first ever event in Ahmedabad city itself, which happened in Club 07. And it was through NFT tickets. Basically, only if you have those NFTs which were there on Ethereum blockchain, only then you could enter that event. आपके पास करोड़ रुपए है, लेकिन आपके पास वो NFT नहीं होता, तो आप वो enter नहीं कर पाते. So NFT is a completely different segment on blockchain, जिसका full form non-fungible token है. So it's a complete different segment altogether, and which is what happens on blockchain. Currently, this session I'm taking onwards to branding and marketing, which is social media oriented. So over here, this is just that I'm also angel investing in a couple of companies. My keynote journey, speaking journey has been good, speaking at keynotes like TEDx, Josh Talks, and other marketing events as well. And I have done a full-time job. So it's not that I had a business, family background and things like that. I'm a 3 times dropout by choice from electronics and communications engineering. And when I say I'm a proud dropout, doesn't mean that I'm encouraging people to just take drops out there. No, but I scored 94% in maths, 93 in physics, but still drop out because my dad got a palliative store, and it's a long story. Let's not go there. Over here, full-time jobs from 2010 to 2018. So out of that corporate culture, I understood one thing: communication is the key. And somewhere down the line, I always used to communicate in my jobs, call center, se leke product manager of a company. And that's where I realized I had something in me. So let me just do something in a side hustle as well, which I was alongside doing always, whether it was blogging, video blogging, speaking, podcasting. Since 2017, I am the second podcaster who has 800 plus episodes on podcast. I have a daily podcast on digital marketing. And that's summarizing 2010 to 2012, 12 years of experience where I might be a full-time employee, a full-time business person right now, call it an entrepreneur, because everybody, we all are entrepreneurs if we have that high calculated risk-taking capabilities within our work. So yeah, my full story is all about digitalpratik.com/about. There is a full article any point in time if you are interested, but I want to invest my remaining 11 minutes over here in explaining you what this branding can do, what this marketing can do via meta ads, meaning Facebook ads. So this is a real-time, screenshot from a product which you are selling, which was costing 1,000 rupees. So it was basically a paid premium newsletter subscription. How many of you subscribe to newsletters? Right? This was a premium newsletter subscription, which was a 9-month subscription for 1,000 rupees. And look at the amount spent for, let's say, this campaign, which is 1,845. but the revenue generated was 10,000. And such kind of campaigns over here. So I have been running profitable campaigns. People say that I'm running Facebook ads, Instagram ads. How many of you are running profitable Instagram and Facebook ads? It is saying that I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, hold on. Are you a successful entrepreneur? So there is a difference between you being an entrepreneur and you being a successful entrepreneur. Similarly over here. So for this, I'll quickly go through 5 practical phases for any business. Now, I'm not here to teach you how to do business, but if you are coming through meta ads and trying to do something social media way, then these are the 5 major things which you should be focusing on, which is where the first one is visibility, which is this one. Now, visibility can be anything. It can be a speaker who is speaking over here and recording himself or herself, and that becomes a macro piece of content, maybe a 15-minute video, which might go on YouTube. That is also visibility for them. They can have a team of content writer who might listen to that 15-minute video and can write a Medium article or can summarize on a LinkedIn post 10 points or 10 summary points out of the 15-minute video. That can also be visibility parameter. So it can be anything which you are doing digitally where you are exchanging information which might be meaningful to the end consumer who might be consuming your piece of content. So this will totally depend upon the USP, UAP of your business.